Right, we're about to do a tour of Aldi in Spain and how it differs from the ones in England. So here goes.
Air conditioned,
Yes.
nice and cool.
And I'm dreading walking out. So it's basically similar to England with differences. You got your fruits and veg, cool snacks, chilled. No, I'm not saying chilled meats. They're fresh meats. Coffee is somewhat expensive. Big on this stuff. Goes with your churros. By the way, did I tell you how expensive meats are? Which isn't surprising, really, because on our 900-kilometre trip down here, we never saw a single pig, sheep, or cow. It's 500 grams, 4.19, and that is beef. Pork slightly cheaper. That one steak there, 7.14. Burgers, quite expensive. When I say expensive, they're expensive compared to some of the other things that you get. Tuna fish, also expensive. That's three tiny tins. Cost £3.39. So that's like €1.10 per tin, and they are small. Then you get all your different varieties of aceitunas, olives, cheap. Crisp varieties are somewhat lame in flavour. When you find a flavour that you like, you tend to stick to it. They're average price, less than UK. Bakery section, all fresh, relatively cheap. They're not very big on sliced bread here, but they do have it. Chocolate, very expensive. 125-gram bar, weighs nothing. 3.35. Most milk here is UHT. You hardly ever see it in the fridge. Lasts forever. These are your specialty items. It's Asia Week. Also Greek, by looks of it too. These are quite good. You just boil them up with water and they're quite tasty. Soups aren't too bad. They do lack on spices though. I know this view seems like a lot, but most of them are the same. And then you have olive oil. Now we know the prices of that have been going up and down lately, mostly up. But we can get it in 5 litre canisters here, and five, that's a 3 litre. 3 litres of extra virgin olive oil is £13.99. You can shop around for places, get it cheaper. Water's quite cheap. However, they do lack flavoured water here. Prices are roughly the same price as England. More specialties. Not cheap. Now we're getting somewhere. Beer, wine. Now, majority of beers here you don't get in England, except for the famous ones like Estrella and Heineken. However, here, 1 litre bottle of Cerveza Estrella is £1.69. It's in a glass bottle, and that's quite regular priced. You can get cheaper ones. You can get a litre of beer here for 90 cents, probably somewhere. Oh look, 89 per litre. It's called Carl's Quill. Never heard of it. Spirits are usually around the same price as they are in England. That's a bourbon, £9.29. I'll put all the UK equivalent prices on at some point. But there are no wines that are really expensive. Like this one here, £6.99. That would be a cheap bottle of wine in England. And then you have this one here, £8.49. Sure, we don't drink wine. And you get these, something you don't get in England. Legs, jamón de serrano. And they're €60. Down here you have the section that's like clothes, toys, tools, Maybe tools somewhere. Household stuff. Ooh, I want one of those. Aquavac. Aspiradora para secos de húmedos. 70 euros. More specialist styles. This is a big brand here. Asia Green Garden. I'm not going down there. Cleaning products, soaps and stuff. Don't interest me. And that one. Household cleaning. Amstel lager. 135 a litre. Monster. 145 a can. It's a 500ml can, which is unusual. More offers. Now, this is where we're let down in Spain. Cider. This is called Ladrón de Manzanas, translated to thief of apples, apple thief, and it's quite expensive. That is 250ml bottle, and it's 119. And to be honest, it's like alcoholic apple juice. No, not cider. More household items. You know, like they call it the middle of Lidl, whatever. It's the middle of Aldi. Some quite cool stuff actually. This is one's on offer. So some money notes off it. I want one. The usual Ferex tools you get in all Aldis everywhere. Yogurts. The weird thing about yogurts is you can buy a litre pack and that costs more than your 6 single packs. When I say that, 225 per kilo and 229 per kilo. And that's the full extension of chilled milk. That's it. Plenty of cheese to choose from. Even cheddar. Cooked meats, can't go wrong. Pizzas, they're not bad. And then you get your microwave dinners. Fanta. I don't know how much that compares to UK, but you can very rarely get lemon in UK, and that is 185 for 2 litres. Oh, and your Red Bull there, 159 for a 250 ml can. Now we come to frozen fish. That's where it gets expensive, even though we live in a port. Now I know prawns are expensive in England, but that expensive? Oh, that's 2 kilos actually. But for 250 grams, cooked prawns, it's 5.29. Frozen pizzas, gelato, ice cream. This is your last minute bargains, which are expensive. Okay, I think that wraps it up. We're going to check out. Question is, which one? Not that one, not that one. This one. Yeah, go. Believe it or not, this is all we came in for. Tomatoes. The best in our area. They are also grown here too. And that concludes it. Back out into the oven. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.